back to the fascinating world of the genes with Rohini, and from the last video we have started with the prokaryotic gene expression regulation. In that we have learned about the concept of the operon, cis-acting elements and the trans-acting products. Now we are going to start with the types of the regulation. Gene expression regulation, it is of the two types, negative regulation and positive regulation. Both of these regulation, it is going to work at the transcriptional level. So here the stage at which there is a regulation of the gene expression in the prokaryotes, it is the first level, and that first level it is the transcriptional level, and at the transcriptional level it can be controlled by the two types, negative regulation and the positive regulation. First, coming towards the negative regulation. Negative regulation, it is nothing but the repressor it is getting and binding to the operator, and it is going to prevent the expression of the genes, that it is called the negative regulation. Here the negative regulation, the structural genes X, Y and Z here, and here it is the operator, promoter and the regulatory gene. Okay, so the regulatory gene, it is going to synthesize a product, and that product it is the negative regulator, that it is the repressor, and that repressor it is going and binding to the operator, and it is going to inhibit the transcription of the gene. It is the negative regulation. So in the negative regulation, repressor is binding to the operator and preventing the expression of the genes. Okay, this it is the negative regulation. So in the negative regulation, there is a inhibition, there is a prevention, there is a stopping of the start of the transcription. Okay, so there is a no transcription in the negative regulation. So what do you mean by then the positive regulation? To whom you will call the positive regulation? The positive regulation, it is exactly opposite to the negative regulation. Means what? There will be the start, there is a triggering of the transcription in the positive regulation. So here there is the regulatory gene product, and that regulatory gene product it is called as the activator. Okay, so regulatory gene product, it is the activator in case of whom? In case of this positive regulation. And this activator, what it is going to do? The activator, it is going and binding near to the promoter and allowing the loading of, efficient loading of the RNA polymerases over the promoter, and it is going to start the transcription. Okay, how there is a start? There is a triggering of the transcription. Here, who is working? A positive regulator is working. Who is that positive regulator? To whom you will call the positive regulator? This activator is called as that positive regulator, and activator it is going and binding to where? Near the promoter. Where it is binding? Near to the promoter and allowing who? Loading of RNA polymerases, efficient loading of the RNA polymerases over the promoter, and so that there will be the transcription. Okay, so in the positive regulation there is a start of the transcription. Okay, and in negative regulation there is the stop of the transcription. Means negative regulation it is going to switch off the operon, and positive regulation it is going to switch on the operon. So in this way there are the two types of the regulations, negative regulation and the positive regulation. Now coming towards again the negative regulation. The negative regulation, it is of the two types. Negative regulation, it is of the two types, and which are that two types? First type, it is the negative inducible, and the second type, it is negative repressible. Okay, there are the two types. There are the two types of the negative regulation. First one, it is a negative inducible, and the second one, it is a negative repressible. So coming across the first negative inducible. In the negative inducible, okay, in the negative inducible, the regulatory gene, it is going to synthesize the regulatory protein. Regulatory gene, it is going to synthesize the regulatory protein, and that regulatory protein, it is the active repressor. Who is it? It is the active repressor. Active repressor means what? What do you mean by the active? A repressor has the ability to get bound with the operator by itself. Okay? Ability to get bound to the operator by itself, that it is called as the active repressor. So this active repressor, it is going and binding to the operator, and it is going to do the inhibition of the transcription. So here the first level, first stage, it is the repression. Okay? The first level, it is the repression. So repression means what then? What you have understood by looking at it or by observing this? The repression means what? There is no transcription. Okay, there is prevention of the transcription, that it is the repression. Okay, so here as the genes, okay, the gene product, it is not required by the cell it is going to switch off the operon. And how it is going to switch off it? By binding the repressor to the operator, and in this case the regulatory gene, it is going to synthesize the active repressor, and that active repressor, it is going to bound with the operator, and it is going to switch off the gene, that is, it is not allowing the transcription. Okay, so the first stage, it is the repression. Now the conditions, they are changed. Okay, the conditions, they are changed. The product, it is required by the cell. Okay, the product, it is required by the cell. At that time, what do you think, what has to happen? Okay, what has to happen? Yes, repressor has to be removed from the operator. Why? Because there has to be the expression of these genes XYZ. If you are not going to remove the repressor, there will not be the transcription. And so to have the transcription, at that time, you have to remove, you have to detach this repressor from the operator. And who is going to do this work? Another small molecule, and that small molecule, it is called the inducer. Who is that? Inducer. Inducer, it is a small molecule, okay, which is a substrate which is removing the repressor from the operator. So inducer, it is going to bound with whom? It is getting bound to the repressor and making the repressor a inactive repressor. So here inducer, okay, the binding site of inducer is repressor, and when inducer, it is binding to the repressor becoming inactive means it is going to lose the ability to get bound with the operator, and as it is not getting bound to the operator, it is allowing the transcription, and this stage, it is called the induction. So inducer, it is removing the repression, and as it is removing the repression, there will be the start of the transcription. There will be the start of the transcription in response to incoming substrate. Okay, in response to incoming substrate. So that it is called the induction. What it is called? It is called the induction. Okay, getting it? Okay, understanding? Okay, so here in the negative inducible, okay, in the negative inducible, the regulatory gene product, it is the active repressor binding to the operator, going to inhibit the transcription. Okay, so when there is a no need, all the genes, they are going to be switch off. Okay, operon, it will be the switch off, and then the stage, it will be called as the repression. Now here, when there is a need of the product from the structural genes, at that time repression has to be removed, and to remove the repression, here there is a small molecule which is most of the time it is the metabolite or it is a substrate only, and that it is going to bound with the repressor, making the repressor inactive, and as it is inactive it is getting detached from the operator, and now the next stage it is the induction. It will be there. The induction, it is what? The gene expression in response to the inducer, that it is called the induction. Okay, so in this way, there is a negative inducible. Okay, the type of the negative regulation, it is a negative inducible regulation. Now coming towards the second type, and that second type it is a negative repressible. Now here there is the regulatory gene, and that regulatory gene it is going to synthesize the product, and that product, that regulatory protein it is the inactive repressor. Who is it? Inactive repressor means it don't have the ability to get bound with whom? Yes, to the operator. It don't have the ability to get bound with the operator, and as the repressor it is not getting bound to the operator, what will happen? There will be the expression of the genes. Okay, there will be the expression of the genes, that is there is a transcription of the genes. So the first level, the first stage here, it is the induction. What is it? It is the induction. Okay, so inactive repressor is there, and that inactive repressor it is not getting bound to the operator. There will be the transcription. A lot of the product has been synthesized, and when there is an abundance of the protein it is present into the cell, at that time there is a no need of the product from the genes. At that time it has to be switched off. That is, there should not be the expression, and at that time what has to happen? Repressor has to get bound to the operator so that there will be the inhibition of the transcription. So here the molecule which is involved into the negative repressible, that molecule it is called as an co-repressor. Okay, and that co-repressor it is binding to the repressor, making the repressor a active repressor. What it is going to make it? Active repressor, and that active repressor now it is getting binding to the operator and not allowing the transcription of the genes. Okay, so the next stage in the negative repressible it will be the repression, which is that it is the repression. Okay, so in the negative repressible, in the negative repressible there are the two stages, and which are that two stages? First one it is the induction, and the second it is the repression. Okay, so here in the negative inducible, the regulatory gene product, regulatory gene product it is the inactive repressor. Inactive repressor it is not allowing, or it is not getting bound to the operator, and as it is not getting bound to the operator, there will be the start of the transcription, there will be the transcription, there will be the expression of the genes, and as there is the expression of the genes, there is stage called as induction, it will be there. And next, as the product it is enough in the cell, there will be the switch off. How? The co-repressors they are coming, they are binding to the repressor, making the repressor active, allowing the active repressor to get bound with the operator, and it is going to switch off the operon, switching off the expression of the genes. So the second stage it is the repression. The co-repressor is whom? To whom you will call the co-repressor? Most of the time the co-repressor it is a molecule, and it is the product of the enzymes which are synthesized from the structural genes. So that product, when it is in the a large amount into the cell, at that time that product itself it is going to getting bound to whom? The repressor, and making the repressor a active repressor, and that product it will be called as a co-repressor. That is, it is going to help the repressor to become a active one, so it is called the co-repressor. So in this way, in the negative repressible, there are the two stages. First one, it is the induction, and the second one, it is the repression. So in comparison, when you observe the negative inducible and the negative repressible regulation, what you observe that regulatory gene product into the negative inducible, it is the active repressor, and in negative repressible, regulatory gene product, it is the inactive repressor. Okay, and in the negative inducible, first stage it is a repression, and in negative repressible, the first stage it is the it is the induction. In the negative inducible, second it is the induction, and in the negative repressible, it is the repression. So in this way, okay, in this way there are the two types of the negative regulations, and that two types, it is a negative inducible and a negative repressible. Here the example of the negative inducible, it is the lac operon, and the example of the negative repressible, it is the tryptophan operon. Okay, so in this way, in this lecture we have learned about the negative regulation in detail. In the incoming video, we are going to deal with the positive regulation and its type. Okay, if you have any doubts, if you have any comments, if you have any problems, please drop it into the comment box, and I will reply you. Okay, so thank you very much, and share my videos and spread the knowledge. Thank you.